besties, it's your girl Evie. Hey girl, hey or hey boy, hey, and welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So as you guys can tell by the title of the video, you guys, I know this video is like so overdue, like maybe a year overdue, but we're not gonna talk about it. We're just gonna get into it. Now, your girl has been really busy. Stay tuned for the next video because I have a announcement. So I'm not gonna say it in this video, but I'll say it in the next one. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button down below. And yeah, so we're gonna jump right into the video. So I'm actually going to, oh my gosh, come on. Sorry guys. Let me apologize in advance for background noises because my window is literally on the street. Like, so if you guys hear sirens, you guys are gonna hear sirens. Police sirens, ambulance sirens, cars honking, whatever the case may be, because my window is literally by the street. So I apologize in advance. Oh my gosh, you guys have been emailing me so much, which I don't mind. And I take full accountability and responsibility because I should be pushing out billing videos, but you guys, I have just been, let me take some, I have just been very busy, and you guys will find out in the next video why. But I've just been very busy, but once I find time, I will make more videos for you guys. Okay, I'm not gonna promise anything, but I will try my best. So today's video is what is medical billing. I think I might break this into two parts because I don't want the video to be too long. So let's jump right into it. What is medical billing? And I have my notes right here. So if you guys see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. What is medical billing? So medical billing is a process of a provider getting payment for services rendered to a patient. So pretty much what a medical biller does is send claims to the insurance so the insurance can process the claim so the provider can get paid. Now, the only way that your provider will get paid, your provider has to be contracted with that insurance. For example, if your provider is out of network or is not contracted with the insurance, your provider is just not going to get paid. That's a whole nother thing. It's called credentialing. So like a credentialing specialist is the one that makes sure that the provider is credentialed properly with different type of insurances, so they can make sure that once they do send claims out, that they are reimbursed correctly. How does a provider get paid? This is like a step that I'm going to walk you guys through, and I'm really gonna like literally dissect it and break it down for you guys so you guys can understand the steps. Because if you ask someone, how does a provider get paid? Oh, you just send the insurance to the provider. No, it's really steps to it. So, oh my gosh, I hope I wrote everything down correctly because I was just like rushing through this one. Okay, so how does a provider get paid? Patient calls to set an appointment. Let's say it's just a regular doctor. Now with a regular doctor, you don't need a referral, you don't need an authorization. With a specialist, you're either going to need a referral or an authorization. Now there is okay, yeah, I'm gonna hold off on that because I don't want to confuse you guys. Okay, so yes, a patient calls to set an appointment. When the patient calls to set an appointment with the doctor's office, hi, I'm calling to set an appointment. Hey, is this your first time coming into our office? Yes, it is. Okay, the front desk person is supposed to register the person into their system. First and last name, date of birth, address, insurance member ID number, an insurance group number, and the payer ID. So therefore, because now claims get sent out electronically as well as mail, so they get the payer's payer ID as well as the payer's mailing address to be able to make sure that the claim is sent off correctly. Okay, so boom. Now the patient comes in, before the patient comes in, sorry, after the front desk person gathers up all that information, they then go ahead and either call the insurance or go on the insurance portal to check eligibility on the patient to make sure that the patient doesn't have active insurance, and if there's a copay by any chance that the patient has to pay. So yeah, after that, the front desk person has to make sure that they check for eligibility, get all the information on deductibles, so on and so forth. So after that, they schedule the patient, the patient comes in. Once the patient comes in to the front desk, the patient is always required to show their ID, which is either their driver's license, a state issued ID, or a passport. After that, the patient has to show in their insurance card. So therefore, the front desk can scan it in. Now, if you have an issue where the patient comes in and says, hey, I forgot to bring my insurance card. Okay, cool, no problem. Nowadays, because of technology, you can take a picture of the card when you get home and text it to a number, and then they can get it from there and upload it into their system. It is very, very important and crucial for you to have the patient's insurance card, like a physical copy of the card, because sometimes the front desk can make a mistake on the payer ID or the last name or the group number, and that can cause a rejection and cause the claim to not go through. With my first job, like you guys, I see it every single day. It's crazy. The payer ID is wrong when there's no physical card. Like, it's just a mess. So if you are front desk or you are working in billing or whatever the case may be, make sure to always make sure that there's a physical card on file. It just makes everything so much easier. So boom, the patient comes in for their appointment. After the doctor finishes seeing the patient, boom, I went over that. They diagnose the patient. Okay, diagnosis this is where coding comes in. So once the patient comes in, the doctor writes down just like words on what the patient came in for. Patient came in for this, bilateral knee, right knee, pain, this, that, and the third. Now, the doctor has to be like very specific. Okay, the patient came in complaining of right knee pain. The doctor can't just say patient came in complaining of knee pain, because with the diagnosis code, there's a code for the right knee, there's a code for the left knee, there's a code for every single thing you could possibly think of. There is a code. So the doctor has to be very specific with his documentation on why the patient came in, so on and so forth. So therefore, the coder can be able to code the correct diagnosis code, because the diagnosis code and the procedure code have to go together. They go hand in hand. If the diagnosis code is off from the procedure code, the insurance is going to deny the claim. And also, if, like, for example, a modifier is needed, so on and so forth. So the doctor has to be very specific with his with the details of why the patient came in. Now, after the patient gets diagnosed, this is where coding comes in. Coding is where they transcribe the notes that the doctor wrote into codes. Now it's the ICD-10, it used to be ICD-9, so now it's ICD-10, and diagnosis codes, CPT codes, which is also HCPCS code, etc. So once all those codes have been transcribed and they're put into the system, now the claim is ready to be billed to the insurance. Now, in a huge facility, for example, in a hospital, everything is broken down into different departments. In a doctor's office, like a small doctor's office, there's probably one person that does everything from start to finish, from coding to billing, from front desk. They probably do it all. So after the doctor, everything gets transcribed in the codes, gets put into the system, it goes to the biller. Once it goes to the biller verifies that all of the information on the claim is correct and that the claim is clean and is ready to be sent out to the clearinghouse. Now, what information is the biller verifying?